Elle loves being in front of the camera. Like,
we started incorporating her more.
Yeah, but I feel like as she, you know, was growing up and she was so used to having the camera on her, it was almost like she was natural. She loved doing it. And I feel like that is such a huge asset to our channel, because when you enjoy something,
it makes it that much better.
It makes it that much better and that much easier.
Yeah.
Like if Elle didn't like being in front of the camera, if she was like,
oh, we would not
like
be the
running,
Ace family.
Like if she was running away and she wasn't like, you know, interacting, we would not be the Ace family.
No, we wouldn't. 100%. It would never be the same effect.
Yeah. I miss this place. We were on. How long has it been since we moved out here? A year.
What?
A year. It's been a year since we've been here.
It's only been a year? Oh my God. It's only been a freaking year. Now that I'm thinking about it, it only has been a year.
It's been a freaking year since we've been here. This is really where the Ace family was created. The Ace family brand was built here, because I think we hit 1 million.
Here.
We hit 1 million Ace family members here. And we were growing so much and so fast that we actually had a tourist attraction on our balcony.
Towards the end. Yeah.
Towards the end of us living here, we would literally have people outside of our balcony yelling, "Hey, Ace fam, late." We would come home and people would be sitting there all day for us to come home.
At that point, we could no longer live in the last house.
Yeah.
There was just no way
For
possible.
several reasons. One being, obviously, the fans were getting buck wild outside on the balcony.
Knocking on our door, ringing our doorbells 1 million times.
It was almost impossible for us to film at that spot because of how loud the fans were outside. Like, they were yelling Ace family as we were filming. So while we were filming, you would hear, "Ace family, come out." Like, it was just too much.
So towards the end of our stay at the last home, we actually ended up leaving a couple of months earlier. I couldn't even like walk past my balcony because like people would just literally stand there throughout the entire day. And it was so amazing, like feeling such great support. But then at the same time, it was like, wow, we really do not have any privacy.
We had to sometimes act like we weren't home. We were like, make sure we have no movement. Everybody stayed below the windows.
God, imagine like living like that. I mean, we obviously did, but it was like...
It was crazy.
It was crazy.
So we decided to move
to a home. We had no choice. At that point, you have no choice.
Yeah.
We can't go to another apartment.
Yeah, no.
And then we knew we were gonna grow, but we didn't know how much we were gonna grow. Because had we have known, we would have moved into a gated place.
Yeah, and that was one of the biggest conversations we had moving into a home. Was it like, do we move into a gated community, or do we just move into a low-key home with a gate in front of it? Are we safe that route? Because we were in that in between of like, we're big, but we're still able to be normal.
We were trying to find a home, and every single place we looked at that we actually liked, they obviously, you guys know, when you buy a home, you have to provide 2 years of taxes.
Which we did not have.
Which we didn't have. So you have to have 2 years of taxes of that amount of income. So we orchestrated our deal in where you can rent out for a year, and it's called like lease to buy or rent to buy. And so you lease a place for a year, and then you buy it, and then the money that you spent to lease it goes into the home of purchase.
Correct. So we got lucky moving into this place.
Oh my God, it was like my dream house. I love this house.
And so we did make that transition of moving into a low-key home with a gate in front.
At the very end of the street, at the very top of the mountain.
Very top of the mountain, last house on the cul-de-sac. Trying to picture it in my head of what we were thinking when we did it, because thinking back, it was the worst mistake we could have probably ever done. But like you said, you never know where you're gonna end up. It was a great investment in our business.
Yeah.
Right?
I just feel like...
Did you feel that way?
Well, when we moved in, I was like, we're gonna be here for a while. Like, we're gonna be here for a while. In the next couple of years, we'll end up leaving. But one thing about that house that I still to this day am obsessed with is the view.
Yes.
The view was unbelievable.
And I feel like the house was so nice that it motivated us to want more. Yeah. Wow. So this is where I feel like our lives have changed. This house. The last apartment was where the Ace Family brand was created, like our niche and what we were gonna stand for. But I feel like this house is where our lives changed. Changing in a way of realizing how big we were getting. Like,
yeah, because when we moved in here, we were like, oh yeah, like we do this, like,
it didn't really hit us.
But we didn't realize, like, holy crap, like there's gonna be hundreds of people coming here every single day. Like, we never showed that. Like, we hardly ever showed that. That part of us was like something we always wanted to keep to ourselves, because we felt like the more you show that, the more it feeds fuel to the fire. You know, more people are gonna come. And so, like, this is honestly, like, when I'm here on the street, I just feel so nervous. I feel anxiety because I was literally scared to go out and throw the trash.
Yeah, I think this house definitely was when we realized that we couldn't just leave our house and be normal anymore. Let's show them the backyard. Show them where the kids, we didn't have a lay at the time, but let's show them where Elle used to have a good time. I feel like this house was more alive when we were here. Now that we're not here, I feel like it's just here.
And it never felt like home.
Yeah, that's one thing. It never felt like home. But like I've been saying, we were moving into places for our business. It wasn't really for us to be here forever. It wasn't our forever home. It was always an investment. We knew to get to where we wanted to be, we had to be here first. I must say, this view is something.
I didn't imagine not having this view. Like, I imagined us being here for a while. I just didn't know we were gonna leave so soon. And I didn't know that I was gonna end up hating this place as much as I do now.
This view is beautiful. And what we do is so difficult. I feel like people don't understand that there's really nothing private in our lives anymore. Like, as much as we want certain things to be private, it's just not possible because we have to film everything. Like, when we get something new, in order to do what we do, to continue doing what we do, we have to show it.
We have content.
That's content.
We need content, I mean. So it can be stressful sometimes because, like, we want to feel safe. We want to feel like we're at home, but then we have to film in our home because our home is our office.
Yeah. In order to keep
going.
doing what we're doing, in order to keep going. In order for people to have something to watch.
Because imagine if we don't have anything to show, then there's no content.
Which means Ace Family won't be having any videos. So it's interesting to think about. And I feel like recently we've done a good job of trying to find that balance.
Yeah. We've, like, strategically found that balance where, like, we can go on a date and we're not filming and we can feel good about it and still feel like, okay, like, tomorrow obviously we're going to be filming, but we're very strategic about what we film. So it's like, it's really, really tough and it's harder than people think. If we have the cameras rolling the entire day, if you really think about it, we're never going to live our lives.
So over here has so many memories. This is where Elle learned how to swing for the first time. She used to love this playground. But at the same time, this playground was a curse because as we were swinging, Ace family members, people would come up to the gate and just be watching us. And you know what Elle said to me one day?
Oh God, what?
She goes, Dada, what? Why are they watching me?
Stop.
Yes. And like, I tried my best not to like make it a scene to where like they saw us like leaving or Elle noticed or anything, but I like, as they were coming up, I was like picking her up and like tried to like dip off in the cut.
I've never thought about stopping, but I feel like if we...
I've thought about it.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
I have. It can get really stressful at times. are you looking at me like that?
Because I didn't think you would ever say that.
Yeah. Stressful and just like constantly pleasing people. You know? I don't know. And like for the most part, I feel like I'm like a pretty strong person. Like I don't let things get to me, but I feel like it's just the pressure that like builds up. Cause like the bigger you get, the harder it gets. Like there's been times where I've been so stressed, or I'm like, yo, is there like a drug that can like make this shit all go away? It can get crazy. Like the mental, you gotta really be mentally strong. I feel like to do what we do and consistently do what we do, you know?